I am the Drewster. This is Drewster's Corner, week 2 in the NFL. We got a good show going on. I got another part of the studio set up here that I'm in. We got some shot glasses, some other things like that. All right, we're going to get into the games right away, week 2. Just so you know, you bettors out there, I went 8-8 against the spread, so I'm pretty much even. Um, I think I was 8-8 head up and against the spread 8-7-1. I tied on the Carolina game and the over unders. I believe I was 8-8. So we'll get a better week this week. We know what's going on. So here we go. We're going to get into the Thursday night game. We got the Giants and the Washington football team. All right, let me tell you something, my friends. The reason why Washington lost is Magic. He was gone, got hurt in the beginning. They hung in tough, but the Chargers got it done. So that would have been a win, but I got to take the loss. That's the way it is. So tonight we got Washington football team at home against the New York Football Giants. The line's 3.5. 41 is the over under. Oh, this is a tough game. Washington's coming home. They played well. The kid came in for Patrick when he got hurt. So what we're going to do is we're going to take Washington today, and I think we're going to take the under. I don't think these teams can score much points. Barkley still ain't doing much. Daniel Jones, like I told you last week, he's not that good. I don't know what's going on. They think he's huge over there in the game. So we're going to go with the Washington football team. The 3.5, I don't know. I'd say maybe take the points with the Giants. But we're going to take Washington and win this game. All right, moving on to the Cincinnati Bengals and the Chicago Bears. My Bears. Let me tell you something, my friends. What did I tell you about Andy Dalton? No pass past 11 yards. 11 yards! Nagy, an offensive guru, can't pass the ball past 11 yards. It's ridiculous. Montgomery had a nice day. He's on the Juicers Fantasy. I'm coming for you guys. I didn't get the win last week. I had to go against Murray and a bunch of other guys and scored like 200 points, record bullshit. So, but whatever. Drewster will be there at the end. That's all that counts. All right. So we got Cincinnati at Bears. Bears are at home, minus 2.5. Cincinnati played well last week, took down the Vikings. That helped us out in the division, but everybody lost, so it doesn't really matter. We're all tied for first. What a big loss. But I think the Bears will get, this kid Burrow, he's going to throw the ball downfield to his guy. He connected, but I think the Bears defense is going to bounce back. That secondary doesn't want to get embarrassed again. I hope Nagy does something about it. I hope we get a pass rush. I don't know what's going on with that. But the Bears should prevail. The line's 2.5. Take the Bears with a field goal. Probably close game. Bears field goal and the under. Okay, moving on. We got the Denver Broncos at Jacksonville. Call Jacksonville as my upset special. I know you guys are mad. Trevor Lawrence came on. Still got 3 touchdowns. They did pretty good, but they suck. They suck. So, but they're coming home. But Denver Broncos, they look good. Their defense is good. Their offense is going off. Just picked up Samuel in my fantasy, so hopefully he gets some more points again. But we're going to take Denver. It's Denver minus 6 in this game. The over-under is 45.5. And I think Jacksonville is just can't get it done. They come home, but I still think Denver's going to win this game, and I'm going to take Denver minus the 6. I'm gonna go ahead and take Denver minus 6. All right, moving on. We got Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. What happened, Bills Mafia? You disappointed me. I don't understand. You didn't win at home. Hey, give it up to the Steelers. I got no problem with that. Steelers did a great job, and I told you they were going to cover the number. It was just too much for Buffalo. But they're going to get their redemption game against Miami. I know they're on the road, but they're minus 3.5. The over-under is 48, and I'm going to take the under in this game. I think Josh Allen's going to score some points. It's going to be like 35-14, 35-13. The line's 48. I don't think he can go over that, but we're going to take Buffalo Bills minus 3.5. All right, moving on. We got the Houston Texans and the Cleveland Browns at Cleveland. What is going on? The Texans, they came out and surprised me. They played really, I know it was Jacksonville, but they played well. Tyron Taylor got it going. That team, they decided to punch everybody in the face and go, hey, we're still here. Deshaun Watson might be sitting around, goofing around with a bunch of broads, but we're not, which is great because give it up to them. I'll give it up to them. They played a great game. It was awesome. So Houston Texans, they're getting 12.5 points. 12.5 points. I know Cleveland, you know, gave KC a run for their money, but I know they're coming home. But 12.5 points in an NFL football game? That's a lot of points, my friend. A lot of points. So we're taking Cleveland to win this game, but Houston should stay in within 12.5 points. And over under is 48. I'm going to take the under because Cleveland did really well last week against the Super Bowl champs. They did score more points than them, but they had them held most of the time, and then they got a couple of breaks, and that's how Cleveland let them back in the game. You got to keep the Super Bowl champs down all the time, and if you don't keep them down, they're going to eventually do it, which they did at the end. So we're taking Cleveland Browns, but not minus the 12.5. They're going to win the game. Houston should cover. Okay, moving on to the 49ers at Philly. 49ers, what a big surprise. They beat Detroit. What I tell you, Jared Goff goes there to die. They played well. They came back at the end, but they're getting their ass kicked. I don't know why Frisco decided to let them back in the game, but they did. So it's the Niners on the road to Philly. -3. The over-under is 50. Philly played well. They came out. I couldn't believe it. They kicked the shit out of them. They did. Jalen Hurts was playing great, which was awesome for Philly. But I think they lose this week. I think 49ers, they put up a show last week, but they do good. They come on and win this game. It's -3. This could be a field goal game. But we're going to take the Niners covering the 3 and the over in this game because I still think Philly's going to score some points against them. But I think the over is going to come in and Niners will cover the 3. All right, moving on. We got the New Orleans Saints against the Carolina Panthers. I got to give a shout out to the New Orleans Saints because they took down Aaron Rodgers. Okay, I know I picked the Packers last week, but that makes me even more happy that they lost. I guess all the distractions, which Drewster didn't think so. Thought Aaron Rodgers was going to come out being Aaron Rodgers. But apparently, New Orleans Saints had another recipe for you, brother. And they kicked your ass. They kicked Green Bay's ass. Let me tell you right here, on the Drewster Show, he's saying it. They got their ass kicked. I can't help you. Dude, the whole country saw it. And then you're on the sidelines. They replaced you. They replaced you for a guy that you're on the Aaron Andrews little clip I saw where you're saying, oh, they drafted the guy. They might as well go ahead and play him. That's one of your reasons why you want to come back. But give me a goddamn break, Aaron Rodgers, okay? They're giving you like $100 million for like 4 years. Play the goddamn football game, okay? You got your big ponytail now. You're doing all these commercials and shit. Give me a break, okay? Get out in the field and play. You lost the Drewster money last week. I was counting on you. But New Orleans Saints came out, played well, unbelievable. They're -3.5 today against Carolina. Carolina, I told you, McCaffrey's the only factor in that game that came on. The over-under is 45.5. Saints are on the road. Carolina's at home. It doesn't matter. I think the Saints come out with that defense. They hold down McCaffrey. He's still going to get his yardage, but he's their only offense. And New Orleans Saints will cover the 3.5 this week. At Carolina, 44.5. I think that defense in New Orleans holds them down. We're going to take the under. Okay, moving on to the Rams at Indy. What I tell you about the Rams, what I tell you about Stafford throwing the ball deep, the Bears, I don't know why that guy can't get touched. You fall down in an NFL game, you're supposed to touch the fucking guy. You got 3 guys standing there. Whatever. We're going to get past that. Okay. The Rams -3.5 at Indy. I told you Carson Wentz is Carson Wentz, just like I did last week. It's 47.5 is the over-under. We're taking the Rams minus the 3.5. They will cover this line. And then the over-under, I don't know. I just can't trust Carson Wentz to score no more than 17 points maybe. Their defense, Indy's defense, to keep it at like, 24-17, maybe 24-28-17, some shit like that. So the under's coming in, and the Rams are going to take care of Indy on the road. All right, we move on to the next games. We have LA Raiders and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Pittsburgh's at home, -6, over under 47. Raiders came on big last week. I, to be honest with you, you won the game. Congratulations, my buddy. Congratulations. It was awesome. I saw you on TV behind Chuckley, which is pretty cool if you watch my show. Um, Baltimore could have put them away. They just didn't do it. They didn't have enough good plays. And that Walker guy for on LA, the tight end, he's phenomenal. He's great. So, but we're gonna take the Steelers at home. T.J. White got his money. He didn't have to practice because he was phenomenal. Okay, he's on the Juicers fantasy team. There you go. Okay, picking winners. I'm picking winners. So we got Pittsburgh Steelers -6. I think they're going to cover this game. Raiders don't play well on the road, and the over/under is 47. I think we're going to take the under. Okay, moving on. We got the New England Patriots -5.5 at the Jets. The New York Football Jets are at home. Jets. Okay, over/under is 43. We're taking the under, and I'm taking New England. Will they cover the 5.5? They probably will. But they're two horrible teams, but we're going to take New England in this game. 5.5 just for betting rights. I'll take them minus the 5.5, but I would not bet this game. Okay, here we go. Moving on, we got Minnesota at Arizona. Arizona, my God, you're a beast. Kyle Murray, you're a beast. That whole team was fantastic. They came out and they kicked ass. Minnesota, you couldn't beat Cincinnati. I don't know what happened to you. You tied the game late, but still, you should have ran the ball with Dalvin Cook and controlled. But guess what? Your defense sucks. Hey, just like the Bears, just like everybody else in the fucking NFC. So what we're going to do is we're going to take Arizona -3.5. I think this game will go over. I think Minnesota will score 17, 20 points, but Arizona's going to score more than them. And they're going to get a big win. It's going to be Arizona -3.5. We're going to take them. All right, here we go. Atlanta at Tampa. And they boosted another line back up. 12.5. 12.5 for the Super Bowl Kings. Over/under 52. Atlanta, what happened? Matt Ryan, you got this big stat. 17-5 at home doing all this shit. I put my confidence in you. You fell apart. You should have flew me back down like you did last year. If you watch my YouTube, the Juicers in Atlanta, making picks, giving them plays, and they won some games. But then they cut me. And look what happened. Matt Ryan, he ain't doing it. And he ain't doing it this week at Super Bowl because they're at home. They're feeling good. They got too many weapons. Even Brady said he didn't play that well when they kicked ass against Dallas. So we're taking Tampa at home. And I got a feeling this defense is going to show up, and they're going to cover the 12.5. Tampa Bay, Juicers calling it. You hear it first. -12.5, Tampa. And we're taking the under 52. All right, moving on. We got the Dallas at LA Chargers. LA Chargers at home came out a win against the football Washington team, but that's because McMagic went out. Chargers, you did pretty well. You're -3.5 at home. -3.5 against Dallas. And I'm sorry, but this is the Juicers ding, 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 ding. Upset special. I love Dallas in this game, getting 3.5 points. I think Dak Prescott is back. He played so well in that game. The defense played better. Even though it was a high-scoring game, it was a well, entertaining game to kick off the football season. And I think Dallas is going to be there at the end. They're going to play good. They're going to score points. Their offense is well. Their defense is going to get something going. And I think the Chargers are in for a loss at home. I think Dallas beats them on the road. There's the Juicers upset special right there, Dallas. Here we go. Okay, moving on. We got the Tennessee Titans against Seattle. Seattle at home -6, over/under 54. What is going on? Tennessee, run the ball with Derrick Henry. I don't understand. You got Julio Jones, got all these receivers. What happened to you? Mike Grable, what happened? Well, what are you going to do? I can't take you this week either. I think you're a good team. I think it's going to be close. And we're going to take Seattle. Seattle's -6. I think you get your shit together because you did get an ass whipping. And we're going to take the under at 54. But, yeah, I'm going to stick with Seattle winning the game. But I think it's going to be closer because you're going to do something. You make adjustments. Tennessee is going to stay within 6. So if you want to take them on a teaser, 12 points, not bad. Not bad. Seattle, if you believe they're going to win outright, take them at home. So there you go. All right, and then we have, moving on to Sunday night, it's KC at Baltimore. KC's -3.5. The over-under is 55. What is going on? Baltimore, you had that game last week. You just blew it. The fumbles and all that shit. You should have blew out the Raiders. It didn't happen, but guess what? I know you're going home and you got the champs coming in from a couple of years ago, but they're just too good. Did you see what he did in the second half of that game? You put them down. If you don't take them all the way out, it's over with. So KC minus 3.5. We're taking them minus 3.5 at Baltimore. You will be 0-2 to start the season, and then Action Jackson will come on and get a bunch of wins in a row. Okay, and you won't be worrying about this loss, but you're going to lose. All right, so we're going on to the Monday nighter. The Monday nighter, Green Bay Packers minus 11 at 48.5. Oh, just so you know, KC, we're going to take the over in that game because I still think Action Jackson and those guys are going to get some points against KC. And it's going to be a high-scoring game, so we're going to take the over. It's 55. That's one of the highest overs on the weekend, but we're going to take the over. We're going to take the over. So we're going to go Monday night. Detroit at Green Bay. Green Bay at home, minus 11, 48.5. We're going to take the over because Aaron Rodgers is going to score 38 points because every time he has a bad game or shit like this happens, and now they're coming home, he's going to throw like 5 touchdowns, and everybody in the Packerland is going to be happy again, okay? And he's going to sit on TV and go, I told you it was only one game, there's 16 more games to go. But it's fucking Detroit, and they just can't beat you, especially with Jared Goff, so we're going to take the Packers. And Packer defense come on big, but 11 points is a lot. Division game. Detroit did come back a little bit last week. Packer defense, you didn't look good at all. I don't know what's going on with you, but I think you win the game by 10. 13 maybe. You're always a tight with them once in a while. So we're going to take, tough decision here. Tough decisions, my friend. But we're going to take Detroit plus 11. Take Detroit plus 11. Packers will win this game with no problem. 10 points, maybe even more. Maybe I'm off on the 11, but this is a lot of points. It's a lot of points. And we're taking the over. Okay, that's it for this edition, week 2 of the NFL on Drewster's Corner. I'm here for you. I need you. I love you. And we're going to say, I'm out.